Okay, April 12th, 2021. There's three different stocks that caught my attention in pre-market. First one up was Riot. The reason why I was looking at Riot is because Bitcoin went up in price, and whenever Bitcoin goes up, the blockchain Riot goes up. So pay attention to that. We had a good 5.3% gap in pre-market, so I wanted to follow that one. Uber. So with Uber, they announced their first quarter results. Bookings hit the highest level since the pandemic. It was up 3.1% in pre-market, so I kept that on my radar. And then we also had Baba, Alibaba, the Chinese company. The government hit them with a fine, and basically the Chinese government is going to stay out of the business. They fined them, they paid them money, so investors were happy about that. They were up 6.2% pre-market. Let's see. Let's go to Uber first. So let's open up this chart. All right, with Uber, we had this gap up, like you see it here. Market was way down here, gapped up, started trading up here. Now, what I kept my eye on is this lower support level down here, which the market bounced off of. I waited for some confirmation, had my time frame continuity, and got in right at this candle. I took it up to here, and this wasn't my initial target. This was my resistance, my target. I wanted it to get to 64, but it never made it. So I thought it was going to take some heat and then go back up, but it never did. So I ended up getting out after seeing this candle. What did I make on this? Let's see, Uber. I don't think I made much on that at all. Let's see. Yeah, I did terrible on that. It was a 0.5% gain, return on investment. So I was up good here. I want to say about 25-30%. And then when this spike came, it dropped, and I immediately got out. I got out on a profit, because if I would have got down here, anywhere under here, it would have been a loss. Ended up trading back up here, so if I would have held on, I could have made a profit, but I didn't want to hold on through all of this, and my 30% stop loss probably would have been hit at that point. So that's my Uber trade. Riot, I was waiting for a break of this resistance. Let's look at the pre-market really quick. So pre-market, we had our gap up. We had our high in pre-market. We had our support. See, it came right down to that support. Boom. And I hesitated to get in here because of this resistance. So I waited till it broke this resistance. And then also it made another resistance. So I waited till it broke that resistance. And I got in on this candle here. Took some heat. Went up. Took some more heat. Went up. I got out right on this candle when this candle formed. Made a good, what is that, 5% ROI on this trade. Could have did a lot better had I gotten in right off the bounce of this support. Would have been risky, but definitely could have did it. And then we have Alibaba. So we had a huge gap up here. Had our resistance, support. It never came down to this support, but man, when I saw this candle, I waited for the retrace, got in. Actually, I waited on this candle to form, and then I got in on this pullback, and then it went all the way up here, formed another resistance, broke this resistance, and then I got out on this candle. And I made a 26% return on this trade. So I did pretty good overall. See if we can. 111, 18, $2, and then also SPY had an overall negative 3% return on that one. My trades right now, explain this. I'm doing what every new trader should be doing. I am doing the minimum contracts possible just to prove to myself that I can, be green for a week before bumping it up, because I could have put way more size on, way more size on. So, 26% return on, maybe 5 contracts, it'd be what, 5 times what I made today. Or shoot, with the Uber, it was dirt cheap when I bought it. I want to say Uber was $1.45, and I could have bought easily 10 of those, and I didn't make much, but you see what I mean. It compounds once you have more money. Definitely could have made some more money, but it's not about that right now for me. Right now, it's about the process and proving to myself that I can be profitable consistently and daily. And once I get to that point, then bump up the size. So let's check out the SPY real quick. So the SPY was tricky. Like I said, I lost 3% on this one, which wasn't much because I'm not trading with much size. But I didn't start looking at this until here anyway. I saw this downtrend off of my higher time frame trend channel. Started trending down. I want to say I got in here to go short, bought a put. Saw this candle, and I was like, oh, it's time to get out. So I didn't make much on that, but I made some. I bought a call here, and I didn't like that chop. I think one of my rules was broken anyway, so that's why I got out here so early. I realized it looking at different time frame and saw that my hour was an inside candle, so I got out because I didn't like it. Clearly I did good on that because dropped off the map. And then yeah, it was another one. I kind of hoped that it would break above this and then bounce and then take off, but it broke above it, peaked above it, and then came back in. That's when I decided to get out. But I made shoot, a little bit on that, not much, 4%. Yeah, so that was my trades for today. We're gonna get back at it tomorrow. I'll be up at 7 Eastern to get into the pre-market, see what's going on, see what's gapped up overnight, and yeah, back at it again tomorrow.